And welcome one and all back to the Valley in Shade. Here, the man named Jack. We're playing more Minecraft. I'm setting out with nothing but a stone sword, the shears, and some berries for a snack. And for whatever reason, these sweet berries don't like to fill me up to full stamina and keep me there. Like, it almost immediately drops back down, even though I'm just sitting here doing nothing. That might just be an effect of how these sweet berries work, but I don't know, or care. Either way, we're gonna go. I've got nothing except the shears. I've got plenty of backup iron in case this goes poorly. We're just gonna go try to find a sheep so we can set our bed to that spot. And while we're walking, I can tell you how my day went. So I work for, you know that one pizza place, DiGiorno's? Yeah, they do home theater installations now, like TVs, speakers, surround sound systems, network, security, the whole 9 yards. And I'm joking. I need to either commit to a bit or think of better bits. Because when I try a stupid bit and then halfway through I think, this bit isn't as funny as I hoped it was going to be, I'm just going to cancel it. I just look like an idiot, like right now. But anyways, I work for a home theater company. We do home theaters and stuff. We go to the customer's house this morning, and we get there, and he's like, yeah, walking us around, showing us his place, showing us where we're going to be working, what he wants done, and he mentions, and then this 55-inch TV is going to go here. That's the one you guys brought, and me and my coworker look at each other like, we didn't bring a TV. And he's like, really? Y'all were supposed to. It was on the proposal that I was going to be purchasing a 55-inch to go here. And my coworker's like, well, let me check the work order and the proposal. And the 55-inch, it was on the proposal as sold to them. It was on the work order as stuff that we were supposed to do. It was not on our inventory list of stuff that we're supposed to take with us. And in the morning, we check this inventory list of stuff we're supposed to take with us, and he saw, cool, there's no inventory for this job. It's already all at the customer's house, since we had technicians at this dude's place earlier. And I really should have been paying better attention to where I was going, and I'm now lost, but I found my way back over here, so I can empty out this chest. Did I leave anything in this chest? Oh, I did. Oh yeah, my floor. I can take this up. Will it break? No, it just comes out polished. Okay, cool. So we're like, well, we'll ask the salesman and he can probably drive it out. We get with him and he's like, yeah, I don't know why it's not shown up on y'all's inventory list. Y'all were supposed to take it out. And we're like, well, yeah, we know that now, but it's too late at this point. He's like, okay, whatever. I'll drive it out to you guys. But, go ahead and finish the walkthrough and tell me if there's anything else you guys need when I'm on the way out, so we don't have to make multiple trips. So we're talking with him. We look at the 65-inch TV that he's going to be putting in his family room, and just eyeballing it, I see that there's a problem. And I bust out my tape measure, and I measure it, and I'm like, hey, we're going to have a problem putting this TV here. And Mike and the customer look at me like, why? And I'm like, well, TV's 33 3/4 inches tall. You've got a 5-inch sound bar that's 38 3/4. You've got like a 35-inch gap here between the mantle and the ceiling. And I hold up my tape measure and the customer's like, oh no, I thought we measured it and it was gonna fit. And I'm like, sorry dude, I'm measuring it right now and I tell you it's not gonna fit as it was originally built. But what we can do is we have what's called articulating mounts. They've got an arm that the TV sits on, and that would bring the TV further forwards. And then either the soundbar could hang off the bottom of the mantle, or it's a sloped roof. Bringing it further forwards would get us the extra height we need to fit it between the mantle and the ceiling. So we can call the customer, or not this customer, we can call the salesman and have the salesman bring one out with the TV. And he's like, okay, cool, let's do that. So Mike calls the salesman, texts him, say, hey, we also need an articulating mount for a 75-inch TV. Customer wants to put it on the TV, and salesman's like, no problem. I'll go ahead and add it to the invoice and make sure he gets billed for it. Couple minutes pass. Customer comes back in with his wife, or customer's wife comes back in with husband following her, and she's like, okay, so my husband's just told me that y'all are gonna have to do something that absolutely will not work. And we're like, yeah, the TV is too tall for this space, and if you want this TV to fit in this space, we're gonna have to put it on an articulating mount and bring it further out from the wall. And she's like, well, that TV's too big for this space anyways, and that soundbar's too big for this space anyways. It was a massive fucking soundbar, like a Sennheiser or something. And I thought we'd measured this, and I thought it was going to fit, and you guys who were in here earlier said it was going to fit, and just yada yada. And she was just not happy with anything that was unfolding. We're like, well, hold on. The customer was going to have to... What did I step in? I don't know. Dead now. I'm like, hold on, the salesman's going to have to come out to bring us the 55-inch, and he hasn't brought out the articulating mount yet, so there's time still to talk it through with you about what our other options are. So if you absolutely do not want the TV on an articulating mount, then you need to get a smaller TV for this space. Just no questions asked. If you want a soundbar and a TV, you're not going to be able to fit that into this space. There's more coal here. Do I need more coal? I don't think I need more coal. I think I just need to get back to where my house was, which I want to say it was visible from the river. I'm so fucking lost, guys. Oh, man. And so we tell her, it's like, you can, like, you just have to put a smaller TV here if you want a sound bar. And we do recommend you putting a sound bar here because we're not going to be using all of the surround sound speakers. She's like, well, why aren't we using those surround sound speakers that are already there? And note, at this point, this was customers who had just moved into a new house, and they were in the process of remodeling the rest of the house. So, fresh house, and they just moved in, and we're like, well, we don't know where the wires are to those, and we had been told that those weren't going to be used. And I found more cave that is definitely not the right direction. So we kind of, ooh, eggs! I'll need those to bake a cake later. And so she's all in a huff, but she's like, well, fine. And we guess we can put a smaller TV here. I guess we have to buy another 55-inch TV. And the husband turns to her, is like, and then where are we going to put the 65-inch? Because we already own this TV. We can't like refund it or anything. It belongs to us. And we're like, well, why don't you put the 65-inch in the bedroom? And the wife says, oh, absolutely not. It's way too big. And we're like, well, hold on. Let's bust out the tape measures. Go check. And as it turns out, the 65 is going to fit just perfectly between two windows. Like, there's a couple of inches of space on either side. It fits well above the mantelpiece of the fireplace in their bedroom. Yes, they have a fireplace in their bedroom in fucking Texas. Don't ask me why. They just wanted it that way, I guess. I don't know. So we're like, okay, yeah, we can put the 65 and that massive soundbar over here. Then we can put the 55 and the Solar Sonos soundbar over in there. And that, like, it's a smaller TV, so we'll be able to fit it above the mantelpiece. And she's like, well, fine, I guess that's all right. And we tell her, it's like, by the way, just for the record, yeah. So we call up the salesman. He's like, hey, scratch the articulating mount. Just get us another tilt mount. We're going to put the 65 in the bedroom. We're going to put the 55 in the living room. He's like, awesome. I'll go ahead and head out. Bills them for a tilt mount. Comes out to us, and he hands off the stuff to us. Great. So we're talking through the customer and say, like, hey, just so you know, that TV's up pretty high. It's above a fireplace. That's way higher than you really want a TV. So we're going to put a pretty aggressive tilt on it. Basically as much tilt as we can put on this bracket, so it's got a perpendicular viewing angle with your eyes. And that's also good because there's going to be some equipment that we need to put behind the TV, and it won't fit if there's no tilt on the TV. So we're going to put a tilt on the TV. It's going to be big, and both the husband and the wife are like, yeah, okay, that's all right. We get it. Sounds good. So Mick and I do our thing. Mick's not his real name. Just going to call him Mick because I need to give him a name, and calling him my coworker is too impersonal. But I don't want to put his real name out there just because, got to respect people's privacy. So Mick and I do our thing. We put up the TV in their bedroom first, and we get it fucking perfect. We set the massive soundbar on the mantelpiece, and we mount the TV with literally well, not literally a zero gap, but as close to a zero gap as you can get a TV while still obeying the laws of physics. I mean, there was a virtually zero gap between the soundbar and the TV. And remember, we're wall mounting this TV. So you have to measure it, drill into the wall, and hang the TV off the wall at exactly the right height. Get it perfectly. First try. It's almost like we're good at our jobs and we're good at what we do. And we're like, great. Get the wife in. She's looking at it. She's like, I still think it's too big, but all right. And we're over here is like, bitch, what do you want from us? And how do I make a bed? I've got the wool. What? Bed. Okay, wait. Let me see if I remember how to make it. It's like bip, bip, bip. And then bip, 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 bip. Does it all have to be the same color of wool? Okay, hold on. I don't have any bones, do I? Shit. Okay, well, I guess I need... Ooh, it's dark out. I'm not going to go out while it's dark. So we're like, what do you want from us? Fine, okay, whatever. So she's not happy, but she accepts it as the inevitability that it is. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it is. You fucking deal with it. So, and we were much more polite than just saying fucking deal with it to her. But, you know, that's how these things go. So, let me see. Let me pause story time for a brief moment while I think about what I need to take with me. Bring some cobblestone. All of my iron is melted. I don't want to turn that into armor quite yet until I can make a bed and know for sure that I'm not going to lose everything. So in that vein of thought, we're going to go back out and we're going to try to find some wool at night with zombies chasing me, because that can't end poorly at all, can it? God, this is a bad plan. Okay. So we get the TV. Ooh, I need to put some torches on the front of this house so I can find it easier. Well, I need to organize this. I kind of just dumped everything. Oh, God. I need to not have pressure plates on the front of this door, is the lesson I just learned from that. I may as well fix these doors, too, while I'm at it. Who's out there? Okay, we're not gonna... God, they're right fucking up. Die, bitch. Die, bitch. I got a sword. Oh, God. Alright, we're good, we're good. Okay, we're good for now. So, we get that TV mounted perfectly. As perfect as any job is, while still existing in the real world. It looks good, it's even, it's grand. We're like, okay, well, she's just determined to be a pain. What can you do? We'll just keep going, and maybe her husband will be happier with how it looks. And at this point, I'm starting to think, you know, I feel like the husband is the main customer here, and the wife didn't want any part of the... Actually, wait. If I get bone meal, I can just make white wool. But, yeah. We're like, it feels like the husband is the customer here, and the wife had to be convinced to even allow us to do this install. Was the feeling I got from it. But, you know, whatever. So, ooh, hey, pork chop. So we continue, we go, we work, we go to lunch, and we... Why can't I fucking jump? What? Did I get webbed? Is that what that was? Where'd that pork chop go? You pork chop, come! Get more pork chop meat. So we go to lunch, we're talking about it like, man, she's just determined to be unhappy with this install, isn't she? Like, yeah, oh well, what can you do? We go lunch, we come back, we're working on the... Ah, fuck you, tiny zombie. Fuck you too, spider. This was a mistake. Son of a bitch. This was a steak of epic proportions. Oh. I can plant those berry bushes. You fuck off. He almost fucking killed me there. Okay. So, I need wool. Sheep! You're what I'm looking for. Just hope a Skelebro doesn't snipe me. That sounded like a Skelebro trying to snipe me, didn't it? Ow, it did! It felt a lot like a Skelebro sniping me. Please, Skelebro, no. Please, no. I just need this wool. Please, man. Please, dude. Please. No, you're under... I'm gonna die. Fuck, man. Okay. Oh, hey, Enderman. What up, dude? So anyways, we go back to work. We're working in the living room. We're working. She's in a completely different room. We put it up exactly like we say we were. We attach the sound bar to the bottom of the TV, as we were supposed to do. They were sold a soundbar mount explicitly to a... What's that? Wait, what's this light over here? Is this a village? Wait, shit's on fire! Yo, what's on fire over here, guys? Now, for real, what's just on fire? Oh, magma. That's what's on fire. Cool. So we're working. We put the TV up. Ha, baited that creeper. No? Didn't pop? Damn. We work. Put the TV up. Again, we do a good job. We hang the soundbar off the bottom of the TV, and we put the TV at basically zero gap between the bottom of the soundbar and the top of the mantelpiece. We're super proud of it. It's hard to get that precise. It is really difficult. Well, I mean, not really, really difficult. You just got to be careful with your measurements, but it's not easy to mount a TV that precise. That's why people pay us to do it instead of doing it themselves and making an absolute cock of it all. And so we're looking back, we're like, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and clean up all the trash, and we'll start... Oh my god. I just want to find my crevasse. Berries. No, I didn't want to plant those. I wanted to eat them. We call the customer back in after we're cleaned up. I was like, hey, how do you like it? She walks in immediately. I don't like it. I'm like, what? It's not how I thought it would look. With it that much tilt. I don't like how much tilt it has. It looks like it's about to fall off the wall. I'm like, no, ma'am, you can trust us. It's very stable and secure. We put it up there. You could hang one of us off of that mount. It's not going anywhere. And she's like, well, still, it's got too much tilt. It's wrong. And we're like, okay. And the sound bar, is the sound bar supposed to be crooked like that? We're like, no, ma'am. Sound bar's not crooked. The sound bar is attached to the TV. And since the TV's tilted, the sound bar is also tilted. And she's like, well, why did you do that? Why didn't you just set the sound bar on the mantelpiece? And we're like, ma'am, you usually don't. Oh, hey, wait. Oh, hey, my corpse. Yeah, cool. Like, you usually don't set sound bars just on mantelpieces. You usually attach them to the TV so that you don't have to see the wires going between the sound bar and the TV. Because that's the thing about customers hanging TVs. They never want to see the wires, ever. No questions asked. They don't want to see wires. And she's like, well, you should have just set the sound bar on the mantle if it was going to be tilted like that. And we're like, if you didn't want the sound bar mounted on the TV, why did you purchase a sound bar mount that has the exclusive and explicit function of allowing you to mount a sound bar to the TV? And those bitches ain't cheap either. They're like $100 or some shit. It's ridiculous. But hey, they charge that much because they can. Because a lot of these people are so stupid fucking rich that they have no idea what money is or costs or is worth. I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Fuck off, skeletons. Fuck off. Gotta get up out of range. Alright, so I think my crevasse was over here, maybe? Oh, I don't remember. Is it over here? Anyways, yeah, so she's mad that the soundbar was mounted beneath the TV, like they paid us to mount it, and she's mad that the TV is tilted, like we told her we were going to do, and she okayed us to do. And we tried to say that, and she's like, well, I wasn't in the room while y'all were discussing this. And we're like, yeah, you were, actually. We discussed this with you and your husband after it was discovered that the other TV was going to be too tall for this space. We talked this over with you, and she was like, well, fine, I guess I'll just live with it for tonight, and since we're going to be going back there tomorrow to program their universal remote control, she's like, y'all can just take the soundbar off the TV and put on the mantelpiece tomorrow, and I'll live with it for tonight, and, ooh, hey, my bass, it's over there, and I'll see how I feel tomorrow morning. We're like, okay, fine. Taking the soundbar off the mantle is not the end of the world. That's not that hard. Like, we can do it. But she wanted, the other thing, she wanted the TV higher up. She wanted the TV higher off the mantelpiece. And we're like, this is where you told us you wanted it back when we were first staging it. And if you wanted it somewhere else, you really fucking should have told us where you wanted it the first time. But, yeah, so we're going to have to go back out there tomorrow and fucking figure out how to make her happy, because she is just determined to not be happy with the whole job. And that's what I think it is, actually. I think it's not that she actually finds fault a loom. The fuck? I think, yeah. Oh, white beds, just like that. I could have double bed, because I went out and got that much wool anyways. I think the problem isn't that she actually didn't like our install. I think the real problem is that she didn't want to make this purchase. That's what I think it is. I think her husband really wanted these nice big TVs, and she didn't want any TVs at all. Because every single thing, she said, oh, it's too big. The soundbar, it's too big. The TVs, it's too big. Both the TVs, the 55-inch, it's too big. We're like, it's a 55-inch. That's not a big TV. Like, it's not, well, okay, it's big compared to, like, old school stuff, but nowadays, that's not big. A lot of customers, they'll get 65, 75. The dude got a 75-inch TV for his casita, and she's like, oh, that's massive. It's fucking huge. And the husband's like, this is my space, and I want a big TV in my space. You can have some input for your spaces, but this is my casita. This is where I work. It's my office. I want a big TV here. So I get the feeling she didn't want any TVs anywhere in the fucking house, and just having TVs was a pretty significant compromise in her opinion. So that's why she's mad, just because she didn't want any part of this job to happen at all in any way. So yeah, that's fun. Anyways, that's the end of the story, and I am way over time, but respawn point set! Now if there's a catastrophe, I won't have to start over literally from fucking square one. Which means next episode I can make some armor and I can start to customize my house. I grabbed a lot of the diorite and some of the granite that I can use. I think I'm going to go with granite floors again and then maybe diorite walls or something. Anyways, I'm going to pimp it out a little bit. But that's going to be next episode, as I am out of time and I do hear my curtain calling. So I must bid you all adieu until I see you next time right here on the dark side. But until then, y'all keep it classy, YouTube.